Hey guys, I'm going to show you how I turn my horizontal videos into vertical videos for IGTV and Instagram stories with Adobe Premiere Pro. So after I'm done creating my horizontal video, I'll create a new sequence, so File, New, Sequence, and I have a bunch of custom sequence templates that I've already created down here. So for instance, 2x3 vertical and 9x16 vertical. I like using 2x3 for Instagram stories and IGTV because it's vertical, it fits the phone screen well, but it's not super vertical like 9x16 where you really have to crop in your horizontal video super tight. So my resolution for 2x3 is 1080 by 1620. Make sure it's in that order so that the video is vertical. So just give your sequence a name. And click OK. All right, so you want to drag the video that you've already created onto that sequence you just created, and make sure you click Keep Existing Settings. So you want to use the settings you just created and modify that video to fit those settings. So as you can see right now, the video is a bit too wide, meaning it's not large enough to fill the vertical frame. So I'm just going to scale it to be a bit larger so that there aren't those black bars on the top and bottom. So a little bit larger than 150. Just to make sure there aren't any black lines on the top or bottom. So now I'm just gonna go through and watch the video and slide the video left or right depending on where I want my focal point to be. So I'll just hit play. So that one was pretty good. Everything was kind of in the middle. I'll just move on. That one's fine as well. Same with this one. Since they're already panning, it's nice and easy. It covers the whole frame. So this one's not too bad, but I think I want to tweak it just a little bit to make the roses in the center of the frame. So first I'm going to isolate that clip, zoom in nice and close, and just cut out that clip that I want to edit. So I'm just going to slide it a little to the right so that the roses are more in the center. It's a tiny little change, but I'm a little OCD about framing, and I think it's really important to take that extra step to make your vertical videos actually look like they were intended for vertical. All right, so for this one, I want to make sure you can read the "Marry Me" at the end. So I'm going to slide it over to the right. And just watch how that looks. All right, so I want to see a little more of his face on the pillow at the beginning. So I'm going to create kind of a fake pan by adjusting the positional keyframes. So I'm just going to go over here and click the stopwatch icon and drag it over to the left to start with. Change my keyframes and drag it over to the right. So it'll start more to the left and end more to the right. So let's see how that looks. Cool, so I can see both his face and all the writing. So let's move on. That one was fine the way it was. This one I want to adjust just a little bit. So let me isolate that clip. And I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to start a little more to the right and end a little more to the left. Same thing as before, just reversing the direction. So let's see what that looks like. All right, cool. So moving on. That one was nice and easy because it was already panning. All right, so this one I'm probably going to want to start a little more to the right. So I'm going to do the same thing. That's fine. All right, so this one's gonna be a little tough. So because it was recorded with Marry Me filling the frame horizontally, I can't get it all to fit within the vertical frame, so I'm definitely gonna have to do a pan with this one. So let's see, hopefully this works. This is what's tough about vertical videos becoming more popular now, is that some shots just don't work well as both horizontal and vertical. You kind of gotta pick one to prioritize. So I'm always going to prioritize horizontal shots because that's how I deliver to the client. Pretty much all TVs are horizontal, laptops are horizontal. So who knows, maybe things will change in the future, but right now I prioritize horizontal and then I just do what I can to make it look okay in vertical. So I'll start on the left and pan all the way to the right. And let's see what that looks like. All right, not too bad. You get the idea. You can kind of see what it says. So this one, I'll definitely want to do some panning. So let me just isolate the clip first before I do any editing on it. All right, so I want to start focused in on her. And then kind of follow her. And just keep adjusting so that I'm always following her. All right, cool. Let's see what that looks like. Nice. So you kind of get the idea. It's pretty repetitive. It's just isolating the clips that you want to edit and then just sliding left or right depending on where you want your focal point to be and seeing how that looks and just kind of doing what you can to make the video look like it was intended to be a vertical video. You could just, crop the video right in the center, but I'm a little OCD and it drives me insane when you can tell that the focal point is being cropped out just because it wasn't adjusted to be a vertical video. So it might take a little while to do this. It usually takes me, this is a 3-minute video, so this will probably take me like half an hour to finish. But I think it's worth the time and the effort so that the viewer can really appreciate the video the way it's supposed to be. So when it comes to my logo, I don't want that to be cropped off. I want to make sure that my whole logo is visible. So I'm just going to zoom out so that the whole logo is visible. And then I'm just going to put a white color mat behind the video so that I don't have the black bars on the top and bottom. So I'm just going to go to File, New, Color Mat, same resolution, and just make it white. And then I'll just drag it underneath, make sure that looks right. Awesome. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comments. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.